Today on JoAnn's Food Bites, I'm going to show you a recipe for my mom's Southern biscuits. She does not use butter. She always used this wooden bowl that I have taken up since her passing. Her recipe included using self-rising, always white lily flour. We need a sifter. We need our good old lard or some kind of vegetable shortening, and buttermilk. That's all it's going to take. We're going to make sure we clearly sift our self-rising flour, and then we're going to pour in a little bit of buttermilk, and then we're going to add a little bit of our shortening and mix it up with our best tool in the kitchen, and hopefully good flaky buttermilk biscuits will come out. Okay, so what I'm doing is I've added some self-rising flour to my sifter, approximately about 2 cups of flour. Okay, that's about 2 cups of flour. And the way my mom always did it is she created a little well in the flour. She added her good old-fashioned buttermilk. Probably adding about half a cup for right now. Of course, leave that out. You never know when you're going to need it. And then we have our shortening. Now, Mom's trick was that she would get some shortening, and she would first go to her baking sheet pan, and she's going to spread around the shortening to grease the pan. Okay, we got our pan greased. We're going to get a good clump of shortening. I'm going to say probably about 2 tablespoons, maybe. And then we're going to go to work. And we're just going to mix up the buttermilk and the shortening with, like I said, the best tool in the kitchen, which is your hands. I can already tell that I have nowhere near enough buttermilk, so we're going to keep adding a little bit more. You want the consistency pretty thick. Like a good bread dough. You do not want this to be runny or liquidy at all. You want it to be pretty sticky. And you want to make sure you get all that flour up there incorporated. Okay. Thinking I need a little bit more shortening. My mom always did this. She always cleaned her fingers off with her other hand. Yeah, I'm thinking it looks a little dry. Adding a little bit of buttermilk and adding a little bit of shortening. Oh, we're looking really good now. Now, if you can see, it's pretty much like the consistency of bread. It's a little on the sticky side. That's okay. All right. I think we've got the consistency we kind of want. Now we're going to make the biscuits. 3, 1. All right, I think we've reached the consistency you want. It's really sticky, but we're going to coat our hands in self-rising flour. We're going to pick off a ball, and using that flour in our hands, we'll just make a ball and drop it on the pan. I got reserve flour out, so I can just continually put my hands in the flour. My mom was much more experienced at this, so she could use the flour, reserved flour, in her bowl. All right. And what I'm doing is, the ball size is, I'm just gripping with my fingers, really. I'm not really sizing them, but I'm just taking my hand, getting a pinch, getting about a ball size. That's a little large. And like I said, using that flour in our hands, we're coating them. Needed a little more flour in that one. And we'll just keep making these until they're done. 3, 1, 2. Okay, so you can see our biscuits. What I did is I cupped my hand and I just made them just a little bit flatter. And what I am going to do that my mother didn't do, but I really like butter in my biscuits, so I'm gonna melt about a tablespoon of butter and I'm gonna lightly brush them on the top of the biscuits. Then I'm gonna place them in a 375-degree oven for approximately 20 to 22 minutes, and then we'll check and see what they look like.